Okay, okay, yeah. We were talking about why Jesus came to Earth. What's your take on it, Miranda?
um, Jesus came to Earth because, um, well, for the most part, um, we're by nature unclean and sinners. So he wanted to take the burden on himself, and um, that's why he died, because he wanted to carry our weight, because he knew what pain was like, considering he lived among us. So, I mean, the only reason I'm a Christian is because I love how, no matter how bad I am, that he changes people and is real, and he changed me in my own experience with God. And so whenever I take communion and the scripture says, "Do this in remembrance of me," I know why he says that. Because when he says, "Take it in remembrance of me," it is basically saying, I took your pain on the cross. It's already paid for, you know? And most people don't understand that concept, because they, it depends, I mean, I guess on the person, but some people think Christians are crazy for what they believe in, because how could us people, like, think we're crazy? Well, they think we're crazy because it's weird that someone can die on a cross and 3 days later come to life. Some people have different ideas. Some people think that he never rose from the dead. They think he stayed in the tomb. Some people think many different things about,
Yeah.
God's death.
Yeah. Now, I don't find it all that weird. Like, I don't find it unusual. I know that, like, many people died on the cross. They were crucified. It was a common thing. Criminals were just crucified back then, and I think that's very mean. I mean, there's got to be a less painful way to kill someone. But I'm not for killing people anyway. But anyway, like, and then the resurrection, I don't even want to get into that, because I don't feel like that's relevant to why, like, because I'm talking more specifically about why Jesus came and why he died. Because I think we have to get that settled first. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you are. What? What'd you want? Oh, okay. I'll bring you your cheese after I finish this video. Yeah, that's just my mom. She wants her cheese. Yeah, but anyway. Yeah. Okay. Now cheese. Okay. Oh yeah, Jesus. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We were talking about Jesus, but then I got sidetracked on cheese. But that's all. But that's all right. Okay. I'll get back on topic. Yeah. It was about
why Jesus came. Jesus came because he loves his people, and he wanted to walk among us, so that he basically already knew how we are, and he didn't want to just be like, "Oh, I know how your pain is." He walked the earth. He actually came so we could be a living sacrifice to present who we really is.
Now, when you say sacrifice,
it's more of love.
So you said, yeah. So now, do you think his sacrifice was more than just his death? Like it was his life too, what he did?
Because people disregard all his miracles. They easily forgot him. If you read in there, they always forgot about him, and they always asked him, and he sometimes said, he, wasn't always nice all the time, because people were just using him because of his power.
Right. They just wanted him to multiply fish and bread for him and stuff like that, pretty much. They didn't even necessarily care about what he had to say. They just wanted,
That's why he left on the boat, because he needed to get away and have his own thoughts.
Oh,
to get away.
I can relate to that. I know all about that, where you just want to get away. I want to get away. I want to fly away. You know, so
that's why you need to be alone sometimes to think.
And I totally got that. I totally got that. When I read that, I'm like, yeah, sometimes you just need to get away, get out of town, man, you know?
Do you believe that Jesus died for you?
I'm not sure. I don't really know. I don't understand it, because with me, I always thought the life of Jesus and what he did.
People just think he was a teacher, which is really sad.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Well, because he's more than that.
Well, but you have to know what he was as a teacher, don't you? Doesn't it make sense to try to understand what he taught?
Yeah, but he was not just a teacher.
Well, but you see, I take things one at a time. What I'm saying is, if I don't know what it is that he taught, then that almost means that it's almost not much of use for him to say it if I don't understand it, and if I can't use it, you know. And I've read the parables, I've read stuff he said, but I just don't understand all of it. And
what part do you not understand?
Well, you want me to show you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like and you know, and I don't want the video to get too long. I usually cut these videos off at 8 minutes, but I wanna take some stuff like because I read Matthew.
I love Matthew.
Yeah, yeah, like Matthew is like my favorite.
Because he was on Earth, basically.
Yeah, well, it's the first. I guess because it's the first book in the New Testament is partly why I like Matthew.
The reason I love Matthew is because it shows a lot of stuff about it.
Yeah, like
my favorite. Speaking of which, my favorite book is the Gospel of John. It's a movie. I watched the movie.
Yeah, I've watched movies too.
Have you seen the Gospel of John?
Yeah, I think they showed that at a church I was at one time.
I'm obsessed with that movie. Like, I fell in love with that movie. I watch it all the time, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, there's very few spiritual movies that people make.
Well, there's a lot of them, but, usually you have to go on the internet to find all the movies people have made. And there's a lot of them.
I have a shirt that says Heaven is for Real. I was going to wear it today.
I read that book, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to wear the shirt today, but I didn't.
Yeah.
And I can't wait till the movie's out.
Yeah, I'm going to end this video.
I should have worn the shirt.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to end this video, but then we're going to go through, some things in the book of Matthew that I've read that I've always had questions about,